So I'm going to show you a script for a supplement here, which is called histogram with reducer. So same code, but we have now changed the geometry to be Brazil. Right? So we'll say, give me this histogram for Brazil. Rest of the code is the same. And when you run this function here, what do you get? Well, you get an error saying that, sorry, too many pixels. I cannot create a chart. Right? So it also says too many pixels, whatever, you are out of luck. So this is what I meant when we say, whenever you run into these limitations, you have to switch to doing the data extraction yourself. How do we extract this data? We have pixel values, right? We want to extract the data from a geometry. We can just run a reduced region. Okay, so let's see how we can overcome this. So we can say, take that image, do a reduced region. What reducer? Well, we have a reducer for creating histogram. So the same thing that we did as a histogram, we have a reducer called e-reducer fixed histogram, which will allow us to extract data from a particular buckets, give a count, and use the input. And as Tarun was saying, if you don't want full pixel values, each reducer runs by default in a weighted mode. You can do .unweighted. To do this, you'll get full pixel count. Okay, this is what the weighted versus unweighted is. Once you get this, it's simply, you have to process this data. You get a list of dictionaries. You have to turn this into a feature collection. So this code goes to that. You get a feature collection. You get this histogram FC. Again, this is too large for you to even print. So we export this as an asset. So I export this as export table to asset. Run this. Once this export finishes, maybe it'll take 10-15 minutes to do this. I can import this back and now have this feature collection, which I extracted, exported. It's available to me here, and I can then use this to chart. So this is what we extracted. So we say we get a feature collection where you have the value for each bucket and the count for each bucket. Right? So this is the kind of count we got. And finally, we just say, take this and create a chart using the UI.chart.feature. We'll cover this function next, but again, you get a histogram now. So this is the histogram for entire Brazil. And you have a lot of zeros, some 6, and so on. Okay. So essentially, we were able to overcome the limitation of the charting function by extracting the data ourselves.